Abe gets the nod. He's going to, once it's all official, he's going to be a 3-termer, 9 years, longest serving premier of Japan.
Maybe.
The reason I mention it, though, is, you know, the Bank of Japan, European Central Bank, they're not doing what they probably ought to be doing. Your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they should have been exiting, and they're stuck in this. There was a headline on Reuters this morning that Abe was distancing himself from the inflation discussion. I talked to my in-house expert, and he said it's a bad translation of the conversation.
Yes.
It does. Right. So I'm not giving it that much. And the market's not reflecting it. The yen has not really gained any strength here.
Norway's central bank raises for the first time in 7 years from 50 basis points to 75. Another example. What I want to talk about is what happens to these central banks and their economies that are fighting or really can't pull away the stimulus.
You know, it's a terrible trap that they've walked into. And we saw it last week when we got bumped for Manafort. But for that discussion, Draghi is caught here in a terrible trap. He's caught in a trap. He's going to see this through until the end of December with $15 billion starting October 1st. But they've made a trap for themselves, because how do you exit from this? Because the southern, more indebted countries certainly don't want him to exit, and the northern tier, Germany, they would love for him.
Yes.
Wish they would have done it and started it. So now we're seeing it play out in the discussion. Will it be Wiedmann from the Bundesbank who gets to be the next president? What's the trade-off going to be? It's all politics. But let's go to what Draghi said, and here's his trap. Because he says he's not going to start shrinking the balance sheet. They're going to keep doing purchases, but that runs into a situation because he says they're going to sustain the capital key. Well, the capital key says that the ECB has to buy 18% German assets. There's not German assets to buy.
Which has been an ongoing discussion ever since it came out, is the strategy.
If they would honor that, I would say then the play to be in Europe is to be long bunds and short the French debt. That's the easiest play to make, because the French have all types of debt. The Germans are running out of it as they're running budget surpluses. This is a serious issue for Draghi, and this lays the trap for him of his own making. I don't know how they get out of it unless he violates the capital key.
As an investor, this is nothing to worry about right now. Might not be something to be worried about in 6 months. But in the long term, this is going to be something investors globally are going to have to deal with in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the spillover effect. You know,
which I'm worried about the most.
Yeah,
in terms of what comes over here.
And the politics of it. Because everybody talks about the straw man of immigration in Germany. I would vehemently argue and push back that the AfD started because of the financial repression of the German savers.
We're out of time. Real quickly, interest rates moving up. Are you shocked considering the economy and where stocks are?
No, I
didn't think you were.
I got a battle about Poppy Van Winkle if the 10 hits 3.4 before the end of December. The yield on the 10, 3.4. I got a bottle of Poppy Van Winkle. I'll be happy to drink it.